Hey guys, Tarke here, and I just thought I'd do a very quick ultimatum modifier guide for anyone who hasn't yet started their character, or just general advice on what mods to look out for, maybe how to plan your build around certain mods. One of the more common mods is Rune. There are 3 different modifiers that apply Rune, which is a debuff specific to ultimatum. When you reach 7 stacks, you instantly fail the mechanic. It ends. Rune can be applied by Rune, which is a monster type will apply double Rune with a special ability. Basically, it's the rares. They'll do like a big wind-up attack. They'll glow blue, and if you get hit by it, you'll gain stacks of Rune. There is Unhallowed Ground, which enemies killed on Unhallowed Ground become phantasms, and when they attack you, that can apply Rune. And then there's one which summons a ghost that follows you around, and if you get hit by it, applies Rune. So when you get into maps, when you get into red maps, when you're doing like the really long, like 8+, 10 wave stuff, Rune could be very deadly. However, if you're playing an avoidance-based character, you can pretty much completely bypass this mechanic, and you can just treat it as like a free modifier. So I'm playing a raider, and I'm going to be going for evade, capped, and as much dodge and spell dodge as possible. You could also do this with block, because if you block, I'm pretty sure you don't get the Rune debuff applied to you. And basically what this means is you get a free modifier. So if you're playing an avoidance-based build, you can just focus on taking all the Rune mods, and most of the time you can kind of ignore it. And if every now and again your avoidance fails, you'll gain like 1 stack. You have up to 7, you're completely fine. Other modifiers I find very easy is choking miasma. This is always the easiest one in my opinion. Basically it just makes a ghost cloud follow you around. You can see it there. And it's pretty slow moving. Even at rank 3, it's very slow moving. And the way you should be doing these mechanics is you just attack, move, and you just run in a circle. It's generally easier to fully rank things up to rank 3 than it is to spread across multiple different modifiers. Because the less... I would rather have a rank 3 cloud than 3 different rank 1s. Because a rank 3, that's only one thing you need to worry about. So it's only one thing you need to dodge. This is the Restless Ground I was talking about, which resurrects things as phantoms. It's Restless Ground 2, which resurrects them as phantoms that can apply Rune. I find it pretty easy. You'll notice it on the floor, that's the thing. You can just kind of stand at the back and just avoid them. Another thing you can do, which people may not be aware of, is you can actually dip in and out of the circle. There's a big ring. When you leave it, you have like a 5-second window. So if you get stuck, like put into a really bad position, what you can do actually is purposely just weave in and out, in and out, in and out. Most modifiers to avoid will depend on your build. The big ones that I always avoid though, which might surprise some of you, is Flaming Skulls and Frozen Orbs. They might seem like quite easy modifiers because you just don't stand near the thing. I would much rather get every single mod, and then that just allows me to just run in a circle. Because as long as you're moving, you don't really get hit in Path of Exile, especially if you're playing an avoidance-based character. But with stuff like Frozen Orb and the Flaming Skulls, it's quite easy to like lose track of them, especially when there's a lot of them and there's a lot of stuff going on. So I tend to focus on the modifiers which are easy to track. Modifiers that buff enemies is completely fine because you just avoid the enemies, right? Anything which gives Rune, easy. Very obvious ground effects I'm fine with. So that is the Gas Cloud, Hollowed Grounds, and the Giant Stormcore runes. Stuff which shrinks the AoE of the arena. It's a pretty easy one as well. The Blade Swords, I think, is a very easy one as well. So basically this will always depend on your build, but it might actually be worth thinking if you haven't had much time to play because of league issues or IRL or whatever. Is there any way I could twist my league start, be it the build I'm about to make or the build I'm currently playing? Is there any way I could twist this to be better at the league mechanic? I'd highly recommend avoidance-based builds. I'd highly recommend movement speed-based builds. I hope you'll all have a wonderful league, and best of luck with RNG. I'm Tarke. Have a good day. Bye-bye.